a value. And y'all sitting out here thinking that you can just do things just for the sake of doing things. No, you have to have a value system. If your value system says that you are going to be successful, then you follow those values and you continue to follow those values and you do everything that you say that you're going to do. I am going to make a commitment to everything that I said I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to write 3 books in a year, I am going to write 3 books in a year. If I say I'm going to push out 3 books, I'm going to push out 3 books. If I say that I'm going to be a bestseller, then I am going to do everything, every single thing that there is to do to make sure that that goal comes to fruition. I am not going to slack on anything. And y'all thinking that y'all can just say stuff and just do stuff and things are just going to happen. And then when they don't happen, you think you're just going to pull people down to your level because you're upset that they not happening for you. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. Listen to this guy all the freaking time and complain about every single thing under the sun. And he's upset when other people's relationships are flourishing. But he doesn't have the values to say that I'm going to be in a successful relationship.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player.
Welcome back,
I was
ladies
made to
and
build
gentlemen,
a
Dirty
game.
Trunk Podcast with an elephant as always. Welcome, it's me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack, and we back here for another one, giving y'all advice and life lessons.
We don't give advice, bro. We share values, bro.
It's kind of like advice.
We share because ain't nobody asking no questions, so I don't know if you can call it advice right yet. Maybe one day, provided somebody actually do what we tell them to do, and stop just listening from afar and actually, interact, and leave a review, and share the content, So maybe one day it might upgrade to advice. But for right now, I think we gotta call it what it is, bro. We just 2 motherfuckers getting on here to tell you about your ain't shit selves and trying to get you in a better situation in life. Cause half of y'all, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Like most of the people I know, bro, and the people in my personal life, y'all got the game fucked up, man. Like I'm just going ahead and put it out there. We going straight into that one. Yeah, I got the game a little fucked up. So yeah, that's why we here doing this, man, because I see people that I know that there are people who could do better. Like you got it in you to do better. And for whatever reason, you just decide not to. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but you just decide that you just don't want to do the right thing. You just don't want to grow or succeed in life. You just want to be basic for forever, and and it's getting old. It's getting stale because you're asking questions like you want to move forward, and you're just doing the dumbest of things. So that's why we do this podcast, man. So yeah, if is it advice? I don't really know, man. I don't really know if it classifies as advice, but it's definitely point out the elephant in the room, man, which we've been doing since day one.
Thanks. So did you want to get into that story right now? Or?
Yeah, man. I guess we could just go straight into it, man, because I guess it could kind of roll into the segment. Help me understand. But bro, I'm like over here shivering right now. Like it's crazy.
Hey, look. Hoodie.
Like I was looking for the DTP hoodie because I didn't want to wear nobody else's brand right now, bro. I was like, but they're joining the car. They ain't feel like going to get it, so I just put on the long sleeve. But
I had to pull this out the car first thing. I was like, yo, where my extra large hoodie? In the car. All right, getting that. Had to put it on a couple minutes before this so I could warm it up, So. Ooh.
Like you like the old folks say, throw it in the dryer a few minutes.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
um, but yeah, so bro, this might help me understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the situation happen the other day, and
Right.
I don't even know if you, I don't. Well, you were at work Tuesday?
Yeah,
No, was it
this
Tuesday? Monday. Monday. Were you at work Monday?
yeah, I was work from Saturday to yesterday.
All right. So, bro,
Mm.
we talked about this kid on the podcast before, bro.
Mm.
Dude, um, he like 33 years old, still live with his parents. He's still in that mode of life like a high school student where it's like I can't find a girl, I can't do this, I can't do that. This job sucks, bro. Like the dude is like a giant kid, bro.
Mm.
Um, and we talked about this guy in a sense of like you could be you complain about life as it is, but you refuse to grow up. So this is one of the kids who let me do this real quick so we both on the same page. Give me a second, Mark.
Mm.
I just sent you a text. But this kid
That's all.
he he complains all the time.
Mm.
Never has anything good to say about anything, and always complaining about other people and what other people are doing, but never takes a look at himself and what he's doing and what he can contribute to the team or even his own life. Like I can like think back on a few conversations that I had with this kid about even his failed relationships in the past. And I ain't gonna get it like dig my man dirt up like that, but the dude just he's just one of those dudes that continually make bad decisions in
Mm.
life, and instead of taking responsibility for it, he blames the world instead of taking responsibility. So I've been having issues with this kid for a while since I've been his direct leader, and like I just been trying to like put it in his head, like, look, dude, you just need to do a little bit more. You're not doing as much as you think you are right now. You're not as deep as you think you are right now. And the world ain't as how do I put it, Mark? How do I put it? Because he got this notion in his mind that, and it's not just him, there's a lot of people. He got this
Mm.
notion in his mind that the world is what it is, and I can't do nothing about it.
Uh,
Like,
ooh, cause he's not a bad worker. That's the thing. Like, uh, we could almost be the same. Like he works hard. He can work hard. It's just I ain't gonna say because I don't know his personal life, so I can't say he's been through so much that he feels
he ain't been through
defeated.
nothing, bro.
But like,
I asked, bro. Like I was like, yo, why are you
mm,
so jaded, dog? Like, yo, what have you gone through? You got a two
right,
parent household, bro. You still living with your parents, bro. Like, you got a few bad relationships under your belt, but who don't?
right.
You ain't. It ain't like you've been
Mm.
working like 6 or 7, 8, 9 jobs in your life, bro. Like this, bro. You ain't been through nothing. You ain't never go to college. You ain't never did nothing, bro. Like for real. Like, yeah, I know you said you won't go into his you ain't know his personal life. There you go.
This is a taker. Well, dang, that just kind of defeats the thing that
Oh,
I
my
was trying
bad.
to. Oh no, you good, but like, I mean, still, like he has the potential to be a great worker. It's just for some reason he feel like he needs like help because that's the main thing he be complaining to me about is like help, and I'm like, yo, like kind of do it yourself. Like even if you have to stay late, like uh, don't complain and just like kind of just get the work done. Like yeah, there's gonna be some times where like you are gonna be the only one doing it. You are gonna get the short end of the stick. I've been there before. I've had to, you know, basically close 10 doors because that's what the main thing you be complaining about is when we have to TDR or whatnot. Can I use those acronyms? Are we
I
good?
guess I don't fucking know.
Oh, all right.
We
Uh
had to you had to do your job, and you know job description says you got to do what the job requires you to do, and it becomes a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And most of the time, they're the people that do help, or they're not obligated to. They don't get an extra incentive. It's not their job to, help uh the job that we do. It's just sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
yeah,
Everybody's trying to get out of there at a certain time.
yeah.
You can't, you know, bend people's arm to make them do something for you. Uh
But
and
am I wrong to think that if you were a nice person and people actually like being around you, people would actually want to help you out when you in those type of situations? Am I wrong? 'Cause
you are not wrong, because people keep telling me that. It's like it's only because it's you. That's the only reason I'm helping. It's only because it's you. And I'm just like, don't say that, because you're making me feel bad. Like, you're proving this person's point, and that's not what we're trying to have. All right. But no, if like I said, like we could be the same. He does work hard. He has the potential. It's just he's like a Debbie Downer, and he's just like, what was me
My
all
dude,
the time.
fucking Eeyore, bro.
I'm just facts. And I'm like, dog, just smile. Just smile and be happy. Joke around. Like, he's a pretty cool dude. He has pretty decent conversations, but it's just like
Er,
they lead back to the negativity. And I'm just like, all right,
I'm done.
I'm gonna walk away. Uh hope you get yourself together. But it's like him, and there's another guy that we work with, uh kind of the same way. His household story is a little bit different, but they both kind of act like, and I don't want to use this word, use it very lightly, like they're privileged. And it's
Mm,
just like,
all
you you
right.
you you don't have the funds to be acting like you're acting, but for some reason you act like you should be on a pedestal, but like you don't work hard. Uh like the guy we were just talking about at first, he was called out on it. Uh he complained to the wrong person at the wrong time,
Mm,
and that person, he was on his enlightened status, and he was like, yo, plain and simple, you don't work as hard as me. And he had more things to say after that. And I think it hurt my man's.
oh,
It didn't wake him up, but it should have shook
obviously not.
some
Obviously not.
should have shook something in him. But um just stuff like that, people
But
like that, I don't understand why they don't realize that, all right, if I just change maybe a little here, a little there, maybe I'll start getting the results I want to get.
what does the world need me to be?
Right.
Let's ask that question. What does the world need me to be like? Because I can be a cynical asshole all day long. Obviously, the world don't like that. So let me figure out what they need and see if I can actually do it. Let me figure out, like, okay, there's some values that I can kind of add into this, because people hate me. So like, like, people, I don't necessarily think people want to talk to, want to have, like, sit down and have conversation with me. I don't know if that's a thing. And if I'm complaining about not having friends, or just coming to work and not doing anything else with my life and not talking to anybody else, do I continue doing the things that I'm doing, or do I tweak something, make a change, and actually become something that people want to be around? Um, we'll get to all that in a second, but my reason for bringing this guy up, because I saw him do something. Even though we just had that whole conversation, bro. What shine a light on me, what shine a light on this dude about his character, was something that he did while he was at work, and how he went about it, bro. So, for anybody who need context, bro, we work in a warehouse, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We move boxes, we load trailers, there's power equipment, people riding power equipment around everywhere, bro. People pulling cages and things that we stack boxes in, bro. And one particular moment, man, he was standing somewhere, and someone, you know, like and when the reason I talked about the environment, because you know things like that, things like accidents actually happen on a regular. Like it's not rare that somebody, you know, side swipe something, hit something, bump something. You know, it's not like you're controlling just like you in your car, you're controlling just your vehicle.
Mm.
You got freight that you're pulling, you got freight that you're moving, things that you're trying to like lift up in the air, things like that. So, you know, in an environment like that, accidents are going to happen. So, with that being said, if accidents are going to happen, why put yourself in a situation where you're standing near a potential accident that's ready to
Mm.
happen? So I watched this guy, and he's like walking over to this little spot where he was like, I guess he was like moving something or trying to throw something in a trash bin or something like that.
Yeah,
And
you told me this story.
you know,
Uh-huh.
young lady, she goes to pull some cages away from where he was, and she didn't even know he was right there. That was the
Mm.
worst part about it. She didn't know anything. She didn't know nothing. Like, yo, she just like, I watched her pull off. She looked back at her cages. She looked, just, you know, she was going about her business. She been doing, like, it was like her third pickup that day. Her
Mhm.
probably her 12th pickup for the week. Like, she's been doing it the entire time. And you know, like, folks get into their groove where, you know, they're on autopilot, bro. Like,
Yep.
you got 10 hours in front of you, and you know, you just like trying to grind the time
Keep it
down
moving.
just to get to 5 o'clock, 5:30, whatever time you get off, bro. You ain't really trying to think like that. So, you know, and this person that I'm talking about, she not the worst person in the world, bro. She not like
Yeah, she's
somebody
not a bad person.
that'll spit on your grave when, you know, when you die or something. She not like somebody that'll talk bad about people behind their back for no particular cause. Like, I don't think I've ever heard her just like sit down and just bash somebody. Like, that's not something that I know her for doing. Like, she's a nice person, genuine, good spirited person, bro.
Mhm.
You know, love her to death. But I watched this situation. I watched her do it, and just so happened, bro, that last cage just snipped something. It just snipped another cage, knocked the trash bin back, and he's like just standing there looking, watching. He yells at her as if she saw it happen. Now,
Mhm.
what got me, bro, you know, like when you in school and you see somebody do something, and just you know, you see you got that one kid, and he looking, and he think he about to get a reward. What the first thing he say
Mhm.
when he see you do something wrong?
Oh.
Oh, I'm telling, bruh.
Mhm.
When I tell you that, like, absolutely nothing happened, Mark.
Mhm.
Cage got moved, trash bin got moved back, bruh. Like, I went over there and was just like, what the
He's
fuck is
safe.
what's the problem? Like, what is the problem, bruh?
uh,
And this dude, he's like yelling, he's like screaming, and he goes back to my counterpart and tells
mhm.
her that a bitch from inbound just almost ran me over with some cages. I was standing right there. She almost ran
Not
me over with some cages. I was
called
like,
the
bruh.
name out of her name. What?
And I was like, yo, how is this even? And I'm looking at him like, bro, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Grown ass man, bro. Are you serious? Like, for real. Like, the way he acted, Mark, you would think that somebody just came in and robbed him, bro.
Hmm.
Like, I'm being real. You think somebody came in and robbed my dude. But here's the kicker, bro. Here's why I bring this up, right? Because y'all think I'm just like gossiping right now. Here's why I bring this up, Mark. He know her personally, bro.
Oh,
He know her personally, bro. They
that could have been the issue.
they friends, bro.
Oh, what? I
She
thought
know
you
him
was.
on a first name basis,
Uh,
bro. They talk. They like
come on.
we've all been in the same environment outside of work,
Mhm.
bro. We like all cool, bro. And he still went and try to throw her under the bus, bro.
Right.
I mean, like he went to the manager, he went to everybody. He did like he made sure that they called safety over there, bro. He made sure everybody was over there just so he could tell that story and show them what happened, bro. And he know her personally as a friend, bro.
What was the end goal?
The end,
You gonna try to get a fire?
you know exactly what the end goal was, Mark. That's exactly what he was going for, bro. Like, and the worst part about it was, I talked to both of them because you know Alyssa, she the one that got to process all of the training and whatnot. They made her retrain, and like she was like hurt. She was hurt, bro. Like she was like, oh my god, I almost hurt somebody. I didn't even know. And like when they were investigating it, I sent her a message. I was like, yo, you about to get accused of some dumb shit from some cages you just pulled. Just say you didn't know, bro. And she was like, what happened? And I was like, oh, you really don't know. He's like, it wasn't even that deep to her. She's like, you really didn't know. And you know, I talked to her later on that day, and I was like, look, I know you had to get a retrain. I was like, you good? She was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just so upset with myself and hurt that I would actually do that. And you know, that you know, I could allow something like that to happen. I could have sworn I looked back and she was like, somebody told me that I flipped the cage over and everything. I was like, what? Somebody told you what? I was like, bro, I was like, yo, shut up. First of all, shut up real quick. Shut up real quick.
Like,
let me
stop.
talk to you.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
no, I don't even need her to finish. I was like, yo, hold up real quick. Let me tell you something. You didn't do absolutely nothing. The situation was not that deep. Nobody got hurt. Nobody was in the process of getting hurt. Nobody could have died even if you ran right into them. It wasn't even that deep. So I was like, yo, whatever you got in your mind right now, just go ahead and get it out your head because it ain't even that serious. You know, the world appreciates you for being a good person and caring,
right.
But this person gave absolutely no fuck about you and wanted to cause a scene. So move on with your life. And like for that reason, bro, like I ain't even tell her who said it, bro, because I was like, yo, if I tell her who this dude was, like who did that, bro, she would have been absolutely destroyed, bro. Because like I said, she knew this person. They know each other, bro. And I was like, yo, this like, and just watching stuff like that, bro. Like I was like, man, ain't no way in hell, dog. All right, and he was and I had to go outside and spot my man later on that day, and he asked me, he said, did you hear me yelling earlier? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't hear you yelling earlier. What you yelling about? It's like, yeah, man, that bitch from Inbound almost hit me with the cages. I was like, that bitch, huh? Like, yeah, man. She almost ran me over with the cages. I was like, I yelled at her and everything, and she did. The bitch didn't even turn around and look to see if she did. See if I was like, yo, that's deep, man. That's crazy that you put all that energy into it though. He was like, what you mean? I was like, it's a lot of energy, bro. You good though. You walked away. He was like, yeah, but people do shit like that all the time, and nobody ever gets held accountable. They just put them in a retrain and just move on when they should get fired. What? You wanted her to get fired? Like, bro, it was that serious to you. So with that story being said, bro, I need you to help me understand why is it, and this is what this episode is going to be talking about, bro. Why is it that people who entangle themselves in corporate America feel like they can do stuff like that and justify it with reasons of, I just wanted that person to get fired because I ain't like that. I ain't like what they did. I ain't like that mistake that they made. So I need them to get fired. Or, justify it with reasons like, I'm just trying to move ahead. So let me step on anybody who I can to make it happen. Or I was just trying to do my job. So fuck them. It's all about me. I need you to help me understand that.
It's a couple of things. It could be they trying to overcompensate for something else. It's a power struggle in their household, their life. They can't get control of whatever they got going on outside the job. So anything the smallest of things. They want to get a hold of something and just manipulate it, control it. And for, people do like bad things for like no apparent reason. Like you said, stuff like it's a warehouse. Accidents are gonna happen. Uh, as long as no one gets hurt, really, what's the big deal? And if you already know the income, like, oh, they're just gonna, retrain somebody. What are you complaining for? In that
At
situation,
least they
no one
aware.
got hurt.
At least they
Right.
aware. That's the goal right there. The goal ain't to
um,
just straight fire nobody.
but like that whole situation could have he could have handled it better. He could have at least, if he really truly knows this girl personally, like, I mean, I wouldn't have done that if I knew somebody personally. I would have sent him a message like, hey, just be mindful next time. You kind of almost took me out, even though you didn't. And on the flip side of that, he could have maybe not destroyed her world, but at least like shooken things up and like just could have put her on like a spiral or something, like
Bruh.
something like that. Because the way you was explaining it, she's a real nice person, and knowing that she could have almost killed somebody would have destroyed her. She could have started looking to transfer, and if she did lose her job because of him overreacting or whatnot, I mean, I don't know what she got going on at home. She got kids. That could
Mark,
be the only
you
job that's
know who
bringing
I'm
money
talking
in.
about, bruh.
I do.
You, okay. All right. So
She.
like this person, like
Hmm.
for real, like because she is who she is, bruh, she was hurt, bruh. And you know she was hurt. Somebody just like they walked
uh-huh.
up and they like her manager approached her and was like,
Mm.
you so a little incident happened in outbound earlier. You pulling some cages and somebody almost got hurt. It said some cages were shooken. A guy almost got pinned in between them and such. And bruh, even though I warned her about it, she was still hurt.
Mm.
Even though I told her beforehand it wasn't that deep, she was still hurt, bruh.
I think she would have been all right. And in that case, she would have been all right. But it felt like like I said though, like that could have shooken up anybody. That could have been so much worse than it was, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. So why blow things out of proportion? I don't understand why people like that uh they'll take a scratch and turn it into you would think they just got wounded, they got their arm cut off or something. Like, why are you putting so much energy into putting on this facade? Because that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's a facade to mask something else that's going on.
Yeah, yeah. And man, it's and my biggest problem with the situation was, bro, like and I can understand I need to take a win out of something. And
Mm.
I feel you when you say like, look, I come into work, I get up, I shower, I go to work, I work all day, I come home, I go to sleep. I understand you when you say like, look, I'm getting tired of that, bro. I need a win.
Uh,
I need a win, but bro,
mm.
a win shouldn't be. You
At
should,
the
bro. A
expense of
win shouldn't
someone
be at
else.
the expense of nobody else, man. A
Hmm.
win should be, look, I got something that I can do to contribute to something, bro. You gotta change your focus on what a win actually is. And like, look, for real, some of y'all listening to this, man. Some of y'all listening to this thinking that you can take people down and that's gonna put you ahead. You really looking at life like it's a ladder. You really looking at life like a Mortal Kombat ladder, bro. Like you like, look, if I beat this person down, I can move up a little bit and I
Yeah.
get to the top. I get to fight Shao Kahn, bro. For real, like
Mhm.
ain't none of y'all, like all of y'all on the same level. So like and bro, what do we call this? Crab in the bucket.
Mm.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what you acting like. You saying, look, I'm not a crab. I ain't act like I'm not no crab in no bucket. I ain't in no bucket. I'm in my life. I'm in my world. You really feel like that's the thing. Like that's the thing. Like, but You go to work every single day, and every time somebody else do something around you, bro, you like, you like, man, that person, man, they trash, bro. They do this, they do that. But look, here's the thing, Mark. Here's what made me want to do this episode so bad, bro. Because I was like, look, and I was thinking about it, bro. If this person, and to my man who just straight up blasted old girl to everybody and their mom, they're saying that she ain't shit for almost hitting him, bro. Like, what if that was your mom who did that? What if that was your brother who did that? What if that was somebody that you talk to every single day that did that to you?
Thanks.
How would you react then? Because, bro, for real. And even in the place that we work at, I've seen people, they look at a complete stranger do something and they be like, that person trash. They shouldn't be doing this. That person don't do this. That person ain't that. They ain't shit. But if it was somebody they knew, then all of a sudden it was like, oh, let them live. They learning, they doing it. Now all of a sudden you got excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you got every excuse in the world as to why that person is trash. Now they ain't trash. Now they just in a developmental program. You'd have just made up some shit on the spot just because you trying to take somebody down, bro. Now, Mark, go ahead, take
it. So I was looking at something on a YouTube about like that basically karma. It doesn't, it works, but it doesn't work out as people think. Because people, they get away with bad things. It's bound to happen. People fall through the cracks. All that. It works. It works for some people. Being that crab in the bucket, putting people down just to get ahead, it works because some bad people are in high positions. It just happens. But do they do that position well?
There's a caveat to that though.
It is.
Like
it is.
if you just like body slamming people on the spike to get yourself ahead in life. Like if somebody deserved to be taken down and you, all right. So here's an example that I'm gonna give you. We got a manager at our job, and I talked to Alyssa about this recently because like we were trying to understand something that, it's like the dude that everybody complains about. He a clown, and like in his personal life, he a clown. I know that for like an absolute fact because he's like a horrible person. He's the quickest one to have a conversation with you and try and like literally try to fire you himself the next day. But and
I said I had a guy like that I used to work with.
Yeah, and so this guy, he's like that. He'll literally take you down if he see fit, but he'll do it with the sense of the company's values in mind. He a shit person. He don't let nothing go, but when he does it, he has a goal behind it. It's like, all right, you didn't do this. The company said you had to do this, so we got to reprimand you for it. Mark, you ain't make rate on this day, this day, this day, this day. The company said you got to make rate on this day, this day, this day. You got to be at this point at the end of the week. Can't do nothing about that. There's like, I only need to show you empathy. I can throw you under the bus at that point. But but that's because the company values say I can do that, and when I do that, Mark, I can move up. So y'all looking at him like he a dirty person, like he a dirty dude, and he is. I promise you he is. But you looking at him like a dirty dude, you thinking that you can do dirty stuff on your level. You ain't on his level. So when he do dirt, he move up. But when you do dirt, you just keep everybody where you at. You got everybody at the same level. All y'all sitting on the pack line. You just like, all right, look, I'm about like my manager come and talk to me about you ain't make rate today. You ain't make rate. All right, but yeah, you let this person do whatever. You let this person doing this person doing that. You snitching on everybody. Whole line 5 that everybody that got snitched on because your ass didn't make rate. But they did. And for whatever reason, you thought that you could just go up to your manager and be like, well, this person over here, they want at their station. This person over there, they got TOT. This person came and scanned something for that person. You like, oh, man, all y'all going down. If I got to go down, all y'all going down. And you think that's about to put
Come
you
on.
ahead. And then on top of that, bro, for real, like, let me give you a scenario, bro, and tell me that this don't happen, Mark. Your manager come and talk to you about that. You done snitched on everybody. Your manager told you you had to be better. They can see potential in you. They dangle the carrot in front of you. They say, I see potential in you. You think you can, I see potential in you. And I think that you could be something in here if you just applied yourself. So now you snitching with probable cause, thinking that that's going to get you ahead. And Mark, tell me that don't happen, bro. I see people do it all the time.
Yeah.
And Courtney talked about the vested computer skills, bro. People get the vest on and they get the computer skills, and all of a sudden you just became a whole different person. All of a sudden you ain't putting no values like and they tell you and bro, this is applied to everything, bro. Everything in life, your business, your life, your biblical principles, bro. Everything. I need y'all to hear this. I need y'all to hear this. This is applied to everything. This ain't about the job, bruh. You think I'm just talking about the job? No, you got things that you need to do in your life. And you just, and instead of you doing it, you castrating everybody else because they ain't doing it.
Ooh.
You got a whole marriage at home that you just letting fall by the wayside, but you get it with your girls, and all y'all gossip about your girl's husband and how he ain't doing right, how they ain't doing right, how she's stepping out, but you got something at home that you ain't even nurturing yourself. You got a business that you're trying to start and hating on everybody else because they moving up ahead of you. And instead of you figuring out how to move forward on your own, you trying to figure out how to tear somebody else down, because if you ain't got no competition and you ain't got to fight that hard, then you just gonna win by default.
Ooh. Yep. So just like I was saying, it's that they trying to compensate for something, and it's like, instead of putting all that energy into, doing better, getting out that rut, they want to bring people back in. They want to bring somebody down into that rut where they're at, because we've said it before, misery loves company. They'd rather be miserable with somebody else, bringing them down, doing any and everything to bring them down, starting rumors, slick this and throwing shade, manipulating stuff in the background, and then be like, oh yeah, you my friend, having drinks with that person, and then in the back telling the manager, oh, she went a little too hard on the drinks the other night or something, and you was right there drinking
and
with her.
You were right there with her because you know she a lightweight. You'd have sat up there and you'd have took her whole game out. You'd have pulled the rug right from under her feet, bro.
Right. And you could have put all that energy, all that into something productive in yourself, or with, like you said, with your business and your marriage and your relationships, whatever. But yet you want to be the snake in the grass and manipulate things in the background so people stay where they at on your level because you don't want to move forward.
And all that energy that you putting into trying to destroy people, you can put that energy into anything and be successful. Like I honestly feel like that. Like, yo, you putting all that energy into trying to be a snake, and if you put that energy into the right things, like, you just need to figure out what the right thing is. Like, just figure out what that thing is, because most people, they don't move forward not because they can't, they don't have the skill to do so. They don't move forward because they don't break outside themselves long enough to figure out, like I said, what the world needs from me. What do you need from me? This dude that I talked about, the manager dude, who just, like, y'all look at him as a snake for real. Like, look, he and I respect my man. I respect him on the sense of, like, yo, you shady as fuck, but you do what they need you to do. You a clone, bruh. You are a clone trooper to the death, bruh. Like, you done put your whole dream to the side to say that this job, this building, this place is what I live, breathe, and sleep. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be successful at that. And you did it. You absolutely did it, bro. My dude came from a temp and worked his way up to where his level is now, the L6 or whatever the case is, bro. Like, I look, full respect. I got full respect for you, bro, but you shady as hell. So it goes to show that if I take that energy, if I take that same energy, bro, and I put it towards something that is going to actually move me forward, then bro, that's a win.
Thanks.
And it's probably like a delayed gratification thing up in there too, because I'm pretty sure my man won't at the bottom just like straight up snitching on people and making enemies trying to come up, bro. I'm pretty sure he didn't get to that until he had power, because that's how the game works. But yeah. I ain't gonna take it, bro. I ain't gonna take it. Go ahead.
With that, it's sometimes it does the environment does have a say in that, or something to add when people get into that mentality.
Does it
And it's
though? Come on, people doing that in church too, bro.
ooh. Yes, they do. But some churches
Sister
it's just
Jenkins, I don't know about her, Pastor. You
and
heard
that's
she
what I'm saying.
got, I heard that her and Brother Jones, they spending a lot of time together. Both of them married.
Special. Why you use that now? Anyway, it's because that mentality is contagious. And if you're not, strong-willed, you're gonna fall right in line. You're gonna fall right in line with it.
Yeah.
Like you said, all it takes is that one lady to start, I don't know, start manipulating things. Once they get confronted, oh well, I'm not gonna be the only one getting singled out, so I'm gonna tell somebody else's business.
Oh
And it just
yeah.
keeps
Oh
domino effect.
yeah. Hell yeah. It's like my boy, my other counterpart who like to go back and make up stuff. And the people calling him out on shit. He's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. You ain't say nothing about him. He doing this, that, and the other. My man to try to went back and try to and I love it, bro. He got called out on it, dog. I love it, bro. My man got called out. You know who I'm talking about, bro. He got called out on it finally, bro. He been trying to weasel his way through to being the favorite, bro. He wondering why like everybody like to work with me and all that other stuff like that. He wondering why like I'm good with people, bro. Like that's just what I do. And like he trying to figure it out. He don't understand it, bro. He trying to throw dirt on my name and all kind of stuff, Mark. He like telling the manager that I'm like trying to hold him back and stuff like that, bro. I have absolutely no interest. Absolutely none. 0% interest, bro, in holding this dude back or pushing him forward, bro. Like I just don't care that much. But for whatever reason, bro, he feels like I'm a threat. And we talked about this on a previous episode, but because he feel like I'm a threat, bro, he feel like I'm somebody that needs to be taken down.
And it's just as easy as that to get a win in situations like that. Because he's doing any and everything. At one point, he was basically slandering your name, trying to get people to.
Oh, he's still doing that. Yeah, that hasn't stopped.
Well, but people are more. I would think people are more mindful of it because people like to work with you. People like when you're in charge for the day or whatnot. And he's before you did your thing and you proved yourself. People did have their doubts. People were like,
of course.
"Oh well, Aaron, is this the reason why this is blowing up? Is Aaron the reason? Is this
he fucking up? It come with the vest, bro."
And then when he gets behind the wheel, it's a real bumpy ride, and people see that, and it's like people see your character and they act accordingly. With him, everybody's like, "Oh, this is." I don't know what's wrong with this man. I don't know why they put him in charge of us. But the rest of them, they seem okay. We cool with the rest of them. If I have a problem or if I need to, need some extra help, all I do is I call on Aaron, the other lady we got back there, the other guy, the new guy. He running and ripping. I swear that man works harder than me and some other folks combined. I was like,
Yeah, he make me look like I'm standing still, bro. And that's a problem, bro. Cause I'm like trying to get my man to sit still for a minute. I'm like, yo, you
he gone.
yeah, you got to chill, bro.
He be literally running around it. I was
And
like,
I'm
yo, you
upset.
need to stop.
I'm upset, bro, because they about to move him to another building, man. And I'm
I was hoping those was rumors.
like I was hurt, bro. Like he told me what they gonna do, bro, and I was just like, bro, for real, y'all getting rid of the wrong dude, man.
Dang. I swear I was
Yeah,
hoping it was rumors.
yeah, it had me in my feelings. Like not too many things get me in my feelings at work, bro, but that had me in my feelings a little bit, bro. I was like, yo, y'all really about to take him and leave me with that dude? Like for real, like you about to take him and leave me with him, and old girl about to leave out on go out on leave too, bro. I'm like, come on, dog. I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna fuck around and quit on y'all. I'm gonna fuck around and quit, bro. Like,
Come on.
yeah, like,
Dang.
yeah, it's real, bro. They letting my man get out of there, bro. But um, he going to a better place. I will say
Mhm.
that, and I know for a fact because and I know who I know who he went to, so
Mhm.
I know for a fact she pushing him just as hard. She just got her promotion, like big ups to her. And I know for a fact that my man gonna end up like at the top of the ladder somewhere, bro. Like especially if he
Word.
stay there, and he got a degree too, bro. Like I'm like, I don't know if
Come on.
you, yeah, I'm like, I don't know if you necessarily gonna be where you at for long, bro. You about to, you like, like I look at him the same way I look at Alyssa, bro. I'm like, yo, they just like. It's like the hidden gem syndrome. Like they
Mm.
don't really know who they are yet. So like it just all it's gonna take is just a matter of time before they let that genius out and all of a sudden it just they pop off somewhere. But yeah, um,
But to kind of tie that into the topic and whatnot, like uh the guy we were talking about that's soon to leave the building. Um, he could have had the same mentality as a old boy.
so
Uh, and he may or may not have been in the positions to move up. But because of who he is and his work ethic and all this other stuff, it's very positive. He likes to get the work done. He will go the extra mile to get the work
I'm
done. I'll tell
talking
you.
extra mile. He'll go his extra mile, add an extra mile to that, and then work your extra mile too, and then come into your mile and be like, yo, I got it.
Facts.
I'm like, bro, what? Sit
And
down.
and I'm he might not even know it, but like to other people, that's a win. That's a win each and every day.
Yeah,
And he might, take
yeah.
it upon himself and be like, yo, I'm winning. Uh,
I
but
doubt
like
it.
the
I
I
doubt it. He
mean,
probably he
you
don't look at it
gotta
that
be
way, bro.
humble.
He humble as like he got a lot of humility, bro. He got a lot of humility. I told him yesterday, bro. I like, look,
Mm.
let me buy you lunch or something, bro. Like for real, like I just gotta show you my appreciation, bro. Like if I think I know you was the way I think I know you, bro, you gonna tell me
Mm.
no, but I'm gonna tell you I don't really care about your feelings, bro. But
I don't really
I show
care.
you my appreciation some way, bro. Like,
Mm.
like I don't really care. But yeah,
Come
man.
on, come on. Yeah,
Um,
we gotta take him out one day before he
yeah,
leaves. We gotta
man.
all take him out. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Um.
I don't know if I can let him leave and just just leave it at that. I was like, he a good dude, bro. Um, but yeah. So you right, man. He could have been just as jaded as my other dude, bro.
Mm.
But it's like, what is your value system?
Mm.
And that's the question that you gotta ask yourself. Like, what is your value system, bro? And like like the two guys, man, and I love it, bro. They had an altercation recently, bro,
Ooh, two
and
different positive. I love.
huh?
I was just think it just clicked that both their personalities are on two ends of the spectrum, and they
And
were the ones that clicked. Yep.
bro, like for real, like I'm 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 gonna be real, like I'm in the middle, bro. Like I'm just like whether good or bad, bro, like it come to me, it rub off of me because I'm my own person. But like these dudes, like and one guy, bro, he's hot headed. He's all in his feelings all the time. He ain't worried about nobody but him. And bro, like, and he shows that. He tells you that. Like, look, I don't. I did like he was, bro. When he went and told that one manager, bro, that I said something about her that wasn't true, and then came back and told me why he said it. Bruh, I was like, yo, that's bold as shit. I respect that you told me, but I don't respect that you did that. And I don't respect why you did that because you think that was gonna push you ahead. But bruh, like I promise you, my my work ethic is going to outshine you regardless. So it doesn't really matter what you feel or how you feel or who you tell. It doesn't matter. And then you got this other guy who he's optimistic. He came in and was like, "This is a good team. These are good people. I'm just gonna mesh in with them. I love the people that I'm working with. I love the people that I'm working for, and everything is just gonna be gravy. I'm gonna do okay. This is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. Let's make that shit happen." He has a make it happen attitude. So when you get somebody who don't want to make it happen, they gonna clash, bro. They gonna clash. But then the problem came with the I'm trying to make it happen, and you are opposing the fact that it ain't happening. You are the reason as to why it's not happening. So they clash. But the thing that was so deep to me was when it was time to settle it. The one dude who he bought himself. That's the only thing he bought. He don't care about nothing else. He tried to start a fight, bro. Like a real fight. Like he really tried to throw hands with my dude. Like he went out and confronted him about it.
Oh yeah.
Like after, like, and you did wrong. You did wrong. And when somebody called you out on doing wrong, all of a sudden you making excuses. You making excuses because you did wrong and you got called out on it. You mad because you got called out on doing wrong? It ain't what we supposed to be doing, and you mad, bro? For real. And the deep part about it, Mark, was how he went about it afterwards, bro. And he came and talked to me, and obviously you could tell he was hurt about it. He ain't, you ain't gotta say it. I get it. We grown men. You ain't gotta put that feeling out there, bro. But you hurt. You hurt by it. Like it bothered you that happened, and you don't understand why it happened. You upset because you don't really know the things that he knows, and it bothers you that he called you out on it. I get that, but what really set it off, Mark, was that he came to me and was just like, my man, he wanna like get to yelling at me. I get yelled at because I'm trying to get out here on time and all this blah blah blah. I'm like, but dog, you don't get it though. He's like, what you talking about? I was like, bro, some people ain't getting their stuff, man. Some people ain't getting their stuff, bro. And why did I go there, bro? And I want to rope it around, Mark, and bring it back to values, Mark. Why did I go there, man? You think about the company's the biggest value that they have: customer obsession.
Delivering smiles.
Delivering customer obsession. Customer obsession, bruh. It's a value. It is a value. And y'all sitting out here thinking that you can just do things just for the sake of doing things. No, you have to have a value system. If your value system says that you are going to be successful, then you follow those values and you continue to follow those values and you do everything that you say that you're going to do. I am going to make a commitment to everything that I said I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to write 3 books in a year, I am going to write 3 books in a year. If I say I'm going to push out 3 books, I'm going to push out 3 books. If I say that I'm going to be a bestseller, then I am going to do everything. every single thing that there is to do to make sure that that goal comes to fruition. I am not going to slack on anything. And y'all thinking that y'all can just say stuff and just do stuff and things are just going to happen. And then when they don't happen, you think you're just going to pull people down to your level because you're upset that they ain't not happening for you. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. Listen to this guy all the freaking time and complain about every single thing under the sun. And he's upset when other people's relationships are flourishing. But he doesn't have the values to say that I'm going to be in a successful relationship. He don't have those values. And as long as he don't have those values, he will never have it. We got people saying that they want to be management, but they can't be leaders. Right. And you got a disadvantage because you ain't coming straight out of school where you like, all right, you got a degree. Let's go ahead and put them in there. You already started at the bottom, so now you have to be value driven. And you not value driven. You looking at the kids coming in straight from college. You thinking you gonna be like them.
No.
When you start from the bottom, you had to be value driven. That is the only way that you're going to be successful. That's the only way that things are going to happen to you. You think I get up and say my affirmations every single day for nothing? No. Do you think I want to be, bro? Do you think it's easy to be this person? Do you think it's easy to be optimistic of things that you have absolutely no idea that's going to happen? Things that absolutely have they don't even exist right now. They don't even exist. You think I just get up and just like, all right, yeah, I just love to be delusional about the things I want in my life. You think I just get up and just be like, all right, yeah, that big house that I drew, that floor plan that I said I'm going, I love that, I can't wait until I get up in that, bro. I'm living in a world that things are not guaranteed, right? And because they are not guaranteed, I have to be extra vigilant of how I expend my energy. I had to be extra vigilant of the things that I put my energy into. I had to be vigilant of the values that I have around me. And one of the values, my biggest value that I have, and this is not negotiable, it's non-negotiable. I will absolutely not associate myself with lower than average people. I will not associate myself with people who will be who decides to be less than. It is a non-negotiable.
Understandable.
So you gotta have your values in place, man. You gotta have them in place. It's non-negotiable. Your life depends on it. Everything that you are, everything that you can have in your life, it depends on it. This is not a game. This is life. Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, dealing with people like that, or like people in general, the scale that is weighed for that type of mentality is a combination of ego, like you said, value, and power. Let's say power is like that control, that maintaining the control. We'll just go with control. Ego, control, and the value system. With ego, people are so quick to just like, oh, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna worry about nothing but me. Everything else is just non-existent. It's just me. And then the value system comes in as like, yo, why do you have that much ego that you just completely forget everything else, ain't listen to anybody else? Your ego is on Kanye West. Ain't nobody touching you. You can't learn anything because you know any and everything. And then when you fall short, you're like, oh, it wasn't my fault. My hands were tied. I didn't have enough people. People weren't moving as fast enough. You have all the excuses, but you're not blaming yourself. And you're the reason that the mistake happened. And the control, once people lose that control, they want to fight, they want to lash out, they want to call people the B word, all because they lost a little control. And it's not like they lost it forever. It's just some things are out of your control and things happen. But because of that, because they can't manipulate any and everything, they'll manipulate something to that can get them the results that they want.
No, and it's dangerous though, Mark,
Yeah.
because um, most of the people that we work with, bro, they they not only lost control at the job,
Mm-hmm.
they lost control of their entire lives, bro. So they act accordingly. You ever seen a porcupine backed into a corner, bro?
No, no. Wait,
Any
ain't
wild
they?
animal, bro, that you back into a corner, an animal will run away from you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It will run. It will hightail it. It will haul ass. And that moment that you get that joint back into a corner, Mark, when that moment that that it realizes that it ain't got nowhere to go, bro, the only
It's
thing
gonna
it's going
show
to
them
do is
signs.
fight. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing it's going to do is fight, bro. And most of these people, man, they back into corners, bro. And I understand it, man.
They
You
showing them
know,
spikes.
life played you a bad hand, and you know and your circumstances got you put into situations that you know are less than desirable. I understand it, and most of these people, bro, they just they fighting, they fighting, and
Mm-hmm.
they can't get their minds wrapped around moving forward because they're fighting. Now, I know that don't make any sense, but the fact of the matter is that you know you're so busy wrapped around defense that you can't even get your offense up to even move anywhere because you got to be offensive in life and put things out there. You can't throw seeds. You can't sow seeds in defense.
Mm.
You can't sow seeds in defense mode. You gotta sow seeds in offense. And most people so wrapped up on defense that they can't even switch. They can't even switch between defense and offense to move up. They can't sow seeds because they in defense mode, bro. And I hope that makes sense to somebody, man. If there's anything that y'all ever listen to in this this show in general, bro, is this lesson of values, man. This lesson of values and self reflection. Because if you can't understand who you are, bro, you'll never move forward.
Mm-hmm. And along with that, to kind of help clarify that, it's just like uh you see it all the time. I got the analogy that I was about to use. Uh,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
there you go. Uh, the person we were talking about, putting all that energy into complaining and all that other stuff. Uh, has he said anything about moving up or wanting to do? Has he put that the notion, the energy, the thought, the idea, the plan out there to do something better?
I told you, Mark, and you already said it, bro. Um, y'all could be at the same level, and at some point y'all were, and he gave it back.
Come on. So it's no excuse. It's what are you complaining for? Because we have one dude. He came there. He made his intentions known. He wants to move up. He he was fine, working hard at the bottom, and now he outside
He
whipping
moved
it.
up. He moved up, bro. He moved up, bro. And I was talking to my man yesterday, bro. He was like, "Yo, there
Mm-hmm.
was no opportunity." It was like I was determined to move up, and I did that. And I was
Facts.
like, "Yeah, my dude, there you go, yeah, yeah." I was excited for my man, but yeah, nah, he absolutely had no
Oh,
goals, no aspiration in life, bro. And that's why I said, man, most people they lost control in their whole entire life, bro. Like he
mm-hmm.
goes, he I wake
He
up,
go to work.
I wake up, I shower, I go to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. That's all he does, bro. And he doesn't understand that that's why he's so upset with life.
Right.
And I really did try to talk to my man. Like I had the conversation with him. And I asked them, same question I asked everybody. Yo, what you do for a living? What you mean? I asked you a question. What do you do for a living? I work at Amazon. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I guess that you will never, you'll never amount to anything. You'll always be having these same complaints. He'll be the person that's working there for 20 plus years that's still complaining about the same shit. While, people like me and you have long since gotten the hell out of there, and he'll make the same argument of when Aaron used to be PA back here. I'm just being real, bro. If you can't move on or move forward in life, bro, you stuck. You're bound to be where you at.
Stuck
You're
in
stuck.
time.
You're
Oh my
stuck
God.
at where you at, bro. If history, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Thanks.
So, I think we're done. I have definitely hurt the back of my throat from yelling.
All right, people, like, do good. Well, at first, not even do good. Find your values. Find something. Make a goal. Make a plan. Dream. Do something, and just work towards that. Because if you're working hard, you won't have to, pull other people down. Now, yes, having that one track mind, people are gonna see you. People are gonna get, they're gonna be envious. It's human nature. For people to connect things and see that, all right, why I ain't on his level? We supposed to be. We're all humans. I can do just as good as he can. Yes, you can. So do that. Work hard in your own life and share the benefits with someone else that's also doing the work and such and forth.
I'm I just want to say, man, like, y'all got to get out of your own head and stop thinking that what you're doing is right. If ain't nothing, and let me show you how to identify it, right? If you spend your time in the same predicaments, having the same situations, complaining about the same exact things, and you go back and complain to someone else about the person that you're complaining with, then you might need to change your circle. You might need to change your environment. And if y'all can't change the conversation, if the people that you with, y'all can't change the conversation, then you need to change the people that you're around. You need to change your environment. This is one thing to say that I work a job and I can't get out of that job because of, financial issues, or, my business ain't take off yet. That's one thing. But to say that you can't get out of your job because, because you're holding yourself back, I need you to understand that you're holding yourself back. I need you to understand that you have the power to change your reality if you decide to change the things that are happening around you and the things that you're doing when nobody is looking. That's our time.
Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Before you close it out, man, what we got coming up, man?
Oh, I'm glad you freaking asked. I've been waiting for this. All right. So,
we need a drum roll.
No.
All right.
No. The fire relic. You've already shown people that, right?
Yes.
The little circle jank.
The orb.
Yeah. The whole thing. You just shown people the fire relic. They know about the fire relic, right?
Yeah, everybody knows about the fire in the water already.
All right.
Those have been released.
I ain't get it all together. The water. I was so close. All right. So I've been working in the lab, man. About to do a screen share. Can you see that?
Oh, bruh.
So I got that one, and I was like, I think I can make it a little bit better.
Oh,
I also got this bad boy.
Oh, shit.
And it's animated. Let's go.
Bruh. Oh, that's hot. Oh.
And then I just did this morning. My little crystal janks. Ain't
Oh man.
too much, but a little something, you know.
Nah, bruh. I'm excited. That's exciting, bruh. That's exciting. I didn't even know you knew how to do that, bro. The animation. I need that. I need that. I got something I need to put together, bro. I need that animation, bro. Like for real. Like that. Ooh, that's awesome, man. I love it. I love
All
it.
right. I don't know how to get back to normal.
This is like an X or
Oh,
something that the
I see it. I see it. All right.
oh man, that's hot.
So
Oh
yeah,
man.
that's what I've been
Ooh.
cooking up. If I can get that water one down, I was
Ooh.
trying to make uh
Mm.
kind of like the second one, but use actual water.
Yeah.
Uh, the second one was just like a color palette. Um, so if I can get that,
Mm.
I was thinking y'all could like get like a tablet, use a tablet or whatever, had those two just sitting there, kind of
Bro,
like
like
glowing or whatever, rotating
so
or whatever.
can I share?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want to show you what I got going on. I'm gonna show you the fire joint. Because I don't know if you saw it when at the convention at Raleigh, but
Mm,
we have the relics like on display with
mm,
like something that's remnant of the story coming out in the actual relics. So why does that keep happening? All right, give me a second. Uh so let me share. You gotta enable it real quick.
let me close your
And
name.
for those of you who who want to know what we're discussing right now, we are discussing our other businesses right now, and
Yeah.
you know you're gonna have to go to YouTube in order to see what we're talking about right now. So this is a bullet
Mm-hmm.
that we worked on that kind of describes the stones. It's like we building a whole universe out here. So
Right.
um we need to help people understand exactly why these things why these things are happening. So in this world right now, currently there are humans trying to understand these relics, and this is written like a bulletin from one of the characters that's in the story who's trying to
Mm,
collect these stones and understand what's going on with them. So what I want to do, Mark, is have those joints and granted, like we build the whole unit for them joints, and I plan on having it displayed right there in the background of the podcast,
mm,
and have all 10 of the relics just inside the shoots that I kind of created in the book. So uh when we go to conventions, we had like the little screen that goes through all of the different joints.
mm.
My original idea was inside of a briefcase and just put a screen in the briefcase and just show it there, but you know, yeah. Um, we definitely dragged that out longer than we should have. Yeah, this weekend I will be at Baltimore Comic Con, so we going to that tomorrow.
Mm.
And granted, by the time this episode come out, that'll be over. But next weekend, we'll be in Hampton Comic Con. So if you're listening to this and you live near the Hampton area, this weekend on October 30th, is October 30th? Yeah, October 30th, we will be in Hampton for Comic Con. So come out there, check us out. And, you know, we'll be out there smiling all night, pretty signing books. And that is, you know, that's about it, man. Yeah, It's 2022 is gonna be our year, man. I told you that.
Hey,
I
yep.
told you that, bro. I'm excited.
Same.
Making moves now. I'm excited, man. We can go ahead.
All right, y'all. This has been a Dirty Trunk podcast where the elephant is always welcome. And it's me, your boy, Marcus Morton. Always here with me is D. Aaron Mack. We are signing out, y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.